Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, a new series, Mob Psycho 100. I think that is the correct name. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this series was recommended to me by one of my subscribers and, of course, by some of my friends. And I find out a while back ago that is from the same guy who created One Punch Man. As I said in a previous video, I cannot react to One Punch Man because I already seen it several times. I think like 10 times each episode. So yeah, it wouldn't be a reaction. It's going to be just me watching it again, like the 11th time. So yeah, but Mob Psycho I haven't seen, and that intrigues me because I really, really love One Punch Man. If it's something similar to that series, then yes, I'm gonna love that freaking series of Mob Psycho. Yeah, but this introduction is going to be very short because I really don't have anything else to say. And well, I'm gonna watch it. So yes, new series. I hope you enjoy it. And well, let's just watch it, shall we? Man, this is like a acid trip. Holy! What? What? What am I watching? It's not like what? 30 seconds of this is a psychedelic trip, man. Holy. What are those numbers? What? Who the hell is that? And what the hell are those? Okay. This is so confusing. But everything looks freaking cool, man. Man. What drugs this guy took to... What? Holy... What? This looks like a freaking fraud. What? Yes, exactly. It sounds shady as hell. What? The hell is... What? And they start to believe him, of course. God damn it. Holy. Okay. The expression of this animation are... I agree. What? Okay. Holy, he wasn't a fake? It was real? Okay, I thought it was a complete fake. What am I watching? Holy! Okay, yes, he's powerful. Yes, he's powerful. Mob? He's an actual... Wait. Okay. Salt? Really? That name of the school is... What? Oh, okay. He has a crush on the girl. Okay, that's cute. He has no idea. Yeah. Okay, he's terrible at sports and school. I think he's going to find the big one. Yeah. Boss? Seriously? He's an evil spirit, you moron. What the hell? You're serious? From the banana? So he fused with the... Holy... Curse, yeah. Holy... Of course. No, it's coming from... Yeah, sure. Again with the freaking salt. Holy... Special attack. Table salt. Hundreds of years, okay. Of course. Ow. I love the effects, I love the lighting. Oh, that looks cool. Holy, that looks creepy as hell. Holy. I don't think this is the end for this guy. Holy. Just how powerful is this kid? He treated that water like it was nothing. Oh, the picture! That Spectre's gang. It's fucking real. Okay. Oh! Okay! This is an interesting anime. They miss the boss? Of course. He's lying. Oh boy. Okay, okay. Okay, he doesn't want to pay much. Of course. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there because those are kind of a spoilers for the next episode. But yes, it's an interesting anime. At the beginning, it was just an acid trip, and yeah, it baffles me the way this anime is portrayed. It's very comedic. I think it has more comedy than One Punch Man, and yes, I know I'm still comparing it to that, but it's hard not to do so when the creator is the same guy. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna watch this again and be back with my comments. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the first episode of Mob Psychic 100. It is very, very heavy on the humor. I wasn't expecting this much humor inside the series. But that is something I really enjoy. As I said in my WAC for reviews, and I think I have said it in my Boku no Hero Academia reviews, I really enjoy action and humor. And when those two combine are like heaven for me. So yes, I really enjoy the humor. But of course, let's go little by little and scene by scene. So speak this in order. The first thing I notice, of course, is the kind of introduction to the show, which is one of the weirdest things I have seen. This, I assume the shadowy figure I see in the freaking intro is Mob. That is my assumption from what I can see in the freaking animation. And he's facing a bunch of monsters. What I suppose were monsters, but from the context of the show later on, I assume those are evil spirits that he is fighting. And yes, it's very trippy by the colors they use, and of course the powers and the creatures itself. The creatures themselves are incredibly weird, incredibly imaginative, let's say, and I love it. Yes, as I said in the freaking reaction, it's like an acid trip. But it's incredibly well animated, and I love the visuals in that moment. All these different creatures attacking this kid, and yes, every single one is dangerous. And I love the countdown. And my assumption is like 100% of his power in the end. That is what I am assuming is happening at the end. Well, the percentage is growing and growing and growing, and of course, at the end, the 100% is just destroys everything just because this guy is incredibly powerful. More powerful than anybody else. And of course, later on, after this scene is over, and as I said before, I love the effects in this scene. I love the way the way the light is treated in this scene. I love the monsters. I love a lot of aspects of this scene. Later on, we get an introduction of the world in which they told us, of course, that psychics exist. There are spirits and other creatures, ungodly creatures that say that attack humans are in this world and those exist, and of course the one that combat them are called psychics. Then we're introduced to one of the most blatantly con artists that I have ever seen. From the first, I don't know, 10 seconds of seeing him, you can tell that he's a complete fraud. But he's so charismatic that he keep shitting on every person that he sees. Hell, the first client is just so, I don't know how to call it, in love or in such respect him so much, even though he looks like the freaking biggest con artist ever, that she called him Reggie Sensei. I think it was the correct. I think that was the nickname he told him. But I love it how his business of a psychic business or spirits or something like that, consultations, that he cannot get rid of the ghost 100%. The most expensive one, of course, and with small letters, a little bit more expensive later on, is the 99% of reduction. So yeah, the spirit is going to be reduced 1%. But if the spirits keep attacking you, you're gonna get a 20% discount. I love it. I love this guy. Yeah, he's so over the top, so much trying to sell a service that he's really not able to provide. And hell, even the boyfriend of the client is saying, "Oh yeah, you're shady as hell. I don't trust you," etc. But has such a way of twisting words. Oh yes, of course you shouldn't trust your girlfriend because yeah, whoever dreams of nightmares of ghosts and all that. No, I love it, and of course he convinced them for them to, of course, keep with the business. Yeah, I love the little in jokes that there are in this little scene. Yes, I'm going very fast with it, but the jokes in here, the faces, the expressions, and of course they say that, oh yes, we can fix the face of your girlfriend later on. Of course, there is nothing wrong with the girlfriend; she's just ugly. I love. It's really funny, but I'm baffled by this guy. It's amazing. And yes, when they say that, of course, all the expressions in this show is amazing. And then in the later scene, we were received by this huge change of expression and the hard lines and everything when he points towards the wrong building, of course. With the evil spirit that is not there, but of course he changes it to be, oh yes, but there are evil spirits everywhere, and yes, this is another place in which another spirit resides and all that. I love the way he changes when he makes mistakes, and even to convince the boyfriend, because the boyfriend is completely not convinced by this guy. Said, "Oh no, that man that just passed you, he's an evil spirit too." And when they are legitimately scaring the nobody. Oh god, he's right. And then you look at the guy, and he's the biggest butt chin that you can ever imagine. And it was hilarious. And yes, my guess this was a reference to One Punch Man, because yes, in the first episode of One Punch Man, a kid with a big chin appears, and he was playing with a ball. In this scene, we see an adult with a big chin, but with a ball carrying a ball. So yeah, my guess that is a reference to One Punch Man. I don't know if the original author intended to do that reference or it was just by the animation. It's okay, I love that reference. But yeah, they enter the building and we learn how ridiculous this spirit really was. Because it was a guy that was scared so much by a cockroach that he jumped to the ceiling and of course died. That is one of the most ridiculous backstories for a freaking ghost that you could ever imagine. And yes, he looked like a complete fraud because he was scared of the cockroaches that were in the building, not about the freaking spirit. And of course, the boyfriend was just so fed up. But I don't know if it's to say luckily or unfortunately, the spirit appeared. This cockroach spirit, the jumpy ghost, I think it was called the jumpy ghost, really appeared in the scene. I don't think he ever intended to be real. I thought he was going to make fun of, oh yeah, the spirit is here, you cannot see it, but I'm gonna attack it with soul. Oh, it's gone, you're free. And yes, even the nightmares of the girl is that, oh, she's head butting me every night. Yeah, everything about this show is so ridiculous and over the top because yes, when everything, even the smallest things, the expression of the show just are huge, and the harsh shadow like a really serious moment that you need to take seriously. But of course, it's something ridiculous later on. You figure it out that something completely ridiculous. And yes, the spirit appeared, and when he tried to attack it with his special attack of the salt, when he drops just salt, and I love the narrator trying to say, "Oh yeah, this is a special move," and of course the spirit says, "Okay, this is not it's just common salt you can buy from a freaking store." And yes, it was common salt. And yes, I love again another joke that I love. The pressure, of course, this is imminent danger that is supposed to be happening, and he just makes a call at my ultimate weapon, and it's like a what 13-year-old, 12-year-old that appeared back then, a middle schooler. He came as of course before he came, of course the joke again. Please hurry up, the client and the ghost are waiting. You cannot make neither of those wait. And yes, when he appears, is just a very intimidating way of walking with this aura just surrounding him and this power. But did you see it is completely not intimidating? And even they goes, oh yeah, this guy is just underestimating, and bam, we start to see the amazing power of Mob. That he just melt in the words of his master. That he melt the spirit. And yes, of course, the other two are happy because of a complete coincidence that the spirits really appear there. And they are happy and they pay, and of course, Regin pay Mob, but only 300 yens. That is not that much for all the work because, to be honest, Reggie did absolutely nothing. Only to call Mob. Mob could make his own business and be more successful than this fake guy. But yes, I sense respect from Mob to Regin. And my guess that he believes that this guy is a really powerful psychic. Which is, of course, not the case. He's a complete fraud. But really, Mob really believes that this guy is a powerful psychic, more powerful than he is. Which I have my doubts. And if the protagonist of this animation, and again, I know I'm comparing him a lot to One Punch Man, but if the protagonist of this animation is kind of similar to the protagonist of One Punch Man, to Saitama, this guy is completely overpowered. That he's so powerful that he can deal with every single threat in an instant. In this case, with an instant, because he doesn't throw a punch, obviously. But yes, that is, if this is the tendency that we have here, yeah, this Mob guy is incredibly powerful. I mean, seriously powerful. But he's just a kid. And of course, a kid who is not very bright, to be honest, from what I can see from the scenes later on. And of course, is easily deceived by an adult who has a really clever mind. That he can kind of pull everything from out of his freaking hat, let's say. So yeah, after that we see a little bit of wisdom from Raging. That's it. I'm training you because I don't want you to blow yourself up and everybody else around you if you go all berserk. And there is a little bit wisdom from what I can see. Again, the power of Mob is so immense that it could destroy several places, hell, even probably a city. And yes, it's dangerous to release such power just, willy-nilly. And yeah, my guess is that it's just a sheer coincidence that really Mob wants to be trained because he doesn't want to blow up a city, and this guy just really conned him into believing that he's the best teacher he could hope for, the best master he could hope for. But yeah, later on we see a little bit of a family dynamic between Mob and, well, his entire family, his dad, his Mob, and his brother. And yes, I love this cute little moment because it's a little bit of character growth or character understanding, because now we need to understand how this guy functions outside of work and outside of the psychic powers. And yes, he doesn't even have full control because he still bend spoons. Of course, it's a old trope about, yeah, you're a psychic, you need to bend spoons. But yeah, he doesn't control it. Of course, everybody's kind of, yeah, you let him be. The mother is kind of reprimanding him, but not that hard. And I love that small situation, which is a normal family, is nothing special. They are not all powerful deities of psychic powers and all that. Not just a normal family, and they treat him like a normal member of the family, as they should. And yes, I love those small details in the animation that gave you a little bit more reason that this guy really doesn't have a tragic backstory, or he doesn't is being treated by his family and they are just using him for his power. No, they're just a normal family that really loves their child, but of course they are not going to spoil them in a major degree, of course, which is something I really, really enjoy. This is a normal moment. The only abnormality is the huge power of this guy, but for his family, the most important part for him is being him, the son or the brother for them. So yeah, I really love that, because yes, even the mom said, okay, the next one's come from your allowance, and yes, that speaks that she's not afraid of the guy, because she knows that this kid is not dangerous, at least not for her, and probably not for nobody. So yes, I love that small moment of kind of family dynamic. Later on, of course, we go to school and discover several things. In this case, the name of the freaking school, which is called Salt. I love the name. Perhaps it's a reference to the holy salt that they use to banish spirits and all that, yes. But to be honest, the first thing I thought is the salt, when somebody else is just salty because you lost or something like that. I don't know why my mind went there, but that's what it went. And of course, we saw for the first time the crush of this guy. It's a pretty girl, and he's just crushing so hard for that girl. And of course, as I said before, we learn that he's not especially smart, because yeah, most of the time in the cliche of the animations and the anime is that a psychic guy is incredibly smart. He just can solve problems in seconds, and he doesn't have any problems in school. But no, this guy is not like that. He's just falling asleep during class, and he's not that smart, and of course he's not that athletic either. And yes, and again, I love the fact that they don't treat this guy as this pure god of everything going well for him. But no, just a normal kid, a normal school in which he doesn't really is that much beyond that immense power that he possesses, but he's not abusing that power to become better and better than anybody else with this unfair advantage. Then of course we learn, or they receive a new job that they should exercise a tunnel, in which of course a lot of people die in that moment, and 20 people at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, a complete gang. And yes, they are going to this tunnel because this is a real deal. When they arrive, Mob said, okay, this is the real deal. It's not a fake position. But again, the jokes in between, the small image in the newspaper of the two kids screaming, ah! And yeah, I love those little small details in that, because even in a grim situation, they kind of make fun of the show. Or not the show, the situation itself. And yes, they arrive the tunnel, and at first, Raging is enter alone because, oh yes, this is not a dangerous place, or not a very powerful spirits reside here, so you can take it. No, we need to take it because the small fries belongs to you. And of course, the small fries, my guess is, everybody's a small fry to Mob's standard. So yeah, that is a good excuse, because everybody else is going to be a small fry to him, so he's going to take care of everybody, while Raging is just getting the cash and getting all the fame, let's say. And yes, they enter the tunnel, and I love the small chit chat they have, because yeah, first, oh, it's pretty cold. Oh, you can see that. Sensei, you can sense that. Well, oh yeah, it's kind of cold, and my nose is sounded really. I didn't completely understand that part. Said no, something else. There are spirits here. Oh yeah, yeah, sure. I felt that. Of course he didn't. He's just a complete froth. Uh, yes, I started. You have like what, 30? No, 18 spirits. And yes, oh yeah, you take care of the small fries. I'm just gonna go ahead. And he started attacking all the spirits, all the lights, and he just advancing very quickly. And he, well, he's stopped, let's say, by this muscular guy who is literally the boss. His bandana, say, I don't know how to call that little triangle that they have in their head. If you know the name, please tell me. Anyway, yes, the boss, and he started, oh yes, I'm gonna burn you, and you're just a small fry, and he throw the freaking curse, fire curse, but of course Mob just stopped it like it was nothing, and he's confused that, oh no, this guy is really powerful, and I love the freaking, oh, you're just anger me, and put a freaking bunch of salt in his face, and just punch him in the most epic, and I get the narrator comes, oh yes, this is one of the special techniques, the salt punch. He just goes his fist in common table salt and punch the spirit. Like, okay, wait, that didn't hurt at all. And yes, he starts to attack him, but Mob again is just so overpowered that just deals with the freaking spirit, but saying, oh wait, we weren't really the guilty ones. I mean, he'll reduce him into a small spirit that really is not a threat at all. They said, oh no, we were forced by an evil spirit in the background. And in the background, because yes, they forced us to see that because everybody who enters the tunnel dies because of him. I said, oh my god, you guys do? No, we just fall into a peeled banana and fail everybody else. And I love those moments, that comedic. I know during my freaking commentary, I'm not making justice to the jokes because the jokes are so good, so greatly done, so perfectly. The jokes, I love them. I really do. I was just laughing like crazy. I love these jokes. And yes, the contrast of the grim situation of the freaking death of 20 people in an accident and this stupid reason for the freaking accident, the fucking peeled banana is there. I love that juxtaposition. It's just contradictions, and I love it because that makes the jokes even better. Yeah, okay, Mom's curious because, oh yes, I want to see this guy. And yes, the evil spirit is hundreds and hundreds of years old, and is residing in the freaking mountains, and of course that is the cause of everything. This, again, one of these creepy creatures, and my guess is the creepier, the most powerful they are. This creepy creature, and I love how nonchalant this freaking Mob, again. He just grabs Mob and just starts to eat him, but it was nothing for Mob, and when Mob again start to powering up, it's just like nothing. The freaking spirit melts into oblivion, and Mob is just, oh yeah, sure, it's fine. It wasn't that powerful. And he found a picture of the bikers and showed them like, oh, thank you, we now can rest easy, and they go to heaven. And I love this little image that they show you when they are, of course, spinning to heaven. It's kind of satisfying because yes, you see that Mob is not an evil person. He's a nice guy that's trying to help his master, but they help the spirits too when they are weak or they have something else to say because they are not the evil spirits or not the real evil spirits. And yes, the episode ends when they going out because they miss the boss, of course. And yeah, they just return to the, let's say, normal part of life. Nothing happens. They just went and eat ramen at the end. Of course, the freaking Raging is just eating the best freaking ramen with a lot of pork chops. I don't recall. Well, the meat, they have a lot of meat and all the stuff, and poor freaking Mob, just a small one with 2 pieces of meat. Yeah. And of course, that's the end of the episode. This happens during the end credits. And yes, this animation, I really like the first episode. The comedy on it is just top notch. It's funny. It has good animation. the colors and everything that represent these psychic powers is not the normal representation, and as it should be, because when your show focus on a character that can produce psychic powers, you need to make it a little bit better than the common and the cliche, the blue aura and all that. These colors, of course, that represent the psychic powers, is something I really love, because it's a little bit different from what I used to see in the animation, in Western or in Japanese animation. So yes, I really like the animation. I really like the characters. The con artist, who is really obviously a con artist. Everybody can see it, but in this world, he has such power of speaking, because yes, he only speaks like a madman, and such power of convincing people that he's the real deal, that he's able to control, let's be honest, to control probably the most powerful psychic person in the freaking world, in this freaking universe, if, well, my predictions are correct, if it follows the formula of One Punch Man. And yeah, even the character's Mob, it's interesting because he still keep the innocence of a child. They don't give me this overpowered guy, this malicious intent, and because he's psychic, he can understand better everything. And of course, it's an adult in a kid's body with a lot of psychic powers. And yes, my guess is that he's trying to control his powers because he's not sure how else he's going to deal with them. But yeah, I really like these two characters, which are the most well prevalent in the show, or at least in the first episode. So yes, I really like that, and I love the design of the spirits. Of course, the minor one, or what I consider the minors one, are the well, the same spirits that we have seen in other animes, the same form or the same essence of the other spirits. But when it comes to the powerful, and I say powerful in quotation marks, it's because against both they are not that powerful. So yeah, that's my point. So yeah, the powerful ones of the big bosses of the final encounters are very imaginative. Yeah, not the classic spirits. They are these bizarre creatures that really are creepy, very, very creepy. And I love the design of those, that little moment of in which we see something different. And I love the expressions, because everything is so intense in certain moments when they shouldn't be. Especially with the jokes. The jokes are marvelous thanks to the expressions and the timing they have. The of course the contrast of the situation too. As I said before, my favorite joke of the freaking first episode so far has been the freaking biker dead. Yes, it's a gruesome stuff, but the way they went down, because one of them just kind of drive over a freaking peeled banana, and that's why they die. It's incredibly absurd, but I love it. That joke is just beautiful. So yes, a great animation, a great anime. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching this. This should only have 12 episodes, so yeah, I'm looking forward. It's just the same as One Punch Man, but I'm really looking forward to see the next one. So yeah, that has been my commentary and, of course, reaction of the Mob episode, the first one. And yes, I love it. And the only thing I have to say, guys, is for you to tell me what do you think about my reaction, about my commentary, and, of course, the series. And other than that, I have to thank you guys for your comments, for your views, for your likes, and for your subscription. If you want to be a subscriber, click on the button for subscriptions and on the bell so you can get notifications. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. So yes, my first time watching Mob Psychic, and it's pretty neat. So yeah, thank you guys for your attention, and well, see you on the next one. Bye.